Hi, welcome. My name is Tammy O'Hara, and this is a short presentation on Making the Leap, which is building a successful travel business on the side. And when I say on the side, I mean that you are currently working full time or you're taking care of your children full time, and you are looking to either start a travel career or enhance your current travel career to make it more successful. So, who am I? My name is Tammy O'Hara, as I said. I'm the owner of Million Miles Travel Agency. It's a boutique agency that's actually now based in Philadelphia, PA. And I was previously in Brooklyn, but now I'm in Philadelphia. I It is a actively growing host agency and boutique agency. I'm also a practicing attorney, currently practicing in family law, a speaker, and also an educator. So, the first thing before you even start, you want to build a good foundation. So, the foundation is how do you become a business? So, first, you want to make sure that you have the correct business structure. And when I say correct, I'm not meaning that you have to have a particular business structure. It is based on your means and also what it is that you wish to accomplish with your business. Do you want to continue doing this as a side project, or do you have visions of it being a very large agency or a very large book of business? So you may want to consider making the leap and going to an LLC or a corporation instead of staying at a sole proprietorship because you have a bit more protection as a LLC or a corporation. Now, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty because that is going to look different for everybody depending on where it is that you are currently residing. Um, it could be an easy process or it could be a little bit more arduous process in order to do an LLC or a corporation versus starting out as a sole proprietor. But the things that you want to think about when you are deciding what it is that you want to do in terms of creating your business structure is what are you selling? Who are you selling to? Are you going alone or with others? So if you are going to be selling to anyone, I usually suggest or advise to do an LLC or a corporation. If you're booking anyone outside of family and even with family, I would suggest having the protections that are inherently in place for an LLC or corporation versus a sole proprietor. Because as a sole proprietor, all of your personal belongings and personal property and assets would not be protected if for some reason your business gets sued, unlike an LLC or a corporation, where there's a little bit more work to call what they call pierce the corporate veil. You have the protection of the corporate structure, whether that be an LLC or a corporation. If you are going at it alone, you may decide to start out as a sole proprietor because for most people that is the least amount of money, that is the lowest entry level into the business. If you're working with someone else, a spouse, a friend, or anything like that, you may want to again consider the formalities and the formalities and the protections of an LLC or a corporation. And also, you want to think about what your future, how would you like your future to look like in terms of your business? Have your systems in place. Now, this is really hard for someone if you're just starting in the business, you don't know what systems to put in place. And those systems may change over time. My systems, starting when I started out, are completely different from what they are now. I have, I wouldn't say 100% automated my business, but I definitely am getting closer and closer to 100% automating my business. I would say I'm right around maybe 85-90% automation. You also want to ask yourself, what works for you best? Do you want to do hands on work, lots of hands-on work, or do you want to have, again, some automations in place that people can book things without you 100% having your hands and your fingerprints all over it? Do you want to offer a free consultation? Do you want to charge planning fees? Do you have a client management system? Those are all things that you want to think about in terms of what your systems are. Next, you definitely want to consider how you want to control your schedule, because when you control your schedule, you control your business. Here are some things that helped me, really take control of what was becoming a very out of control schedule and out of control business. First, you want to have office hours. There has to be a time where you can shut it off. Second, you want to control others' access to you, whether be by text or cell. I would highly recommend, and I recommend it to all of my ICs, is to have a separate phone and number that is not your personal number that you can give out to clients and potential clients. Next, don't drive yourself nuts trying to please everyone. You're not going to be able to please everyone. So you do the absolute best that you can. And for others, you can do, as I said, do the best that you can. And there's there's going to be some times where you're just not going to be able to please someone. It could be someone with a unrealistic budget, or they are looking for a lot of personal time and work, but not really willing to put in the effort to do so. And those are, you have to make it a point that you want to nicely release a client. Not all money is good money, not at the risk of really, not at the risk of creating stress for yourself. And also, you want to remember that people looking for a personal touch, not to be confused with a human booking engine, will understand that you also have a life, and there are going to be times where you're going to need to attend to your life. However, with all of that being said, you do not want to neglect your clients, um, but just recognize that sometimes you just have to let them know you are working until a certain time. After that certain time, you do have to, you know, pack it in for the day and move on. And but you will be in touch with them if they need help. Unless it is a booking that is very time sensitive, there's nothing that cannot be completed. There's nothing that is needed that can't be done tomorrow. Next, get help. There's nothing wrong with asking or receiving help. Paying for help in some skill or something that you're lacking can pay dividends. One of the things that I learned along the way is that I'm not really that great with social media. Putting together images, writing captions and titles and things like that, that is my version of just a living nightmare. I hate doing it. So, what I have done is that I have really reached out and I have worked with virtual assistants that can put together, can bulk schedule. Um, Bulk schedule Pinterest posts and Instagram posts and Facebook posts. So I could do if they can bulk upload it for the month. I can schedule it how I want to, or they can schedule it with my instructions. I learned how to use AI to create captions and create titles that are, good for the SEO thing, but I am not, struggling with it on a day in or day out basis. I've learned that creating, bulk, bulk captioning, bulk scheduling is the best way for me to get things done. It just requires pretty much one day. I call it my CEO day, one day out of the month where I just go in and I just batch create and I batch schedule things so that I can basically set it and forget it. And if you are interested, I can share with you some of my favorite apps. I usually try, especially when I am talking to someone who's just coming into the industry, I try to, give apps that are free or low cost, but obviously for certain things that are a little bit more advanced, you may want to consider, spending some money, because again, time is money. You can always make more money, but you can't make up time. So you have to balance, is this worth my dollar or my $10 or my $40 in order to save myself time with this project? Now, I could talk to you all day about all of the things that I have done, to really help myself, move my business from a hobby basically to a business that I can run in I call it my spare time, but it's almost like a second job that or a second career that I have. Um, and so if you want to learn more information about that, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information, my name is Tammy O'Hara again. My email address is tammy@millionmilestravel.com, or my cell phone number is 347-460-9783. You can reach out to me both ways. Um, as I mentioned earlier, I do have office hours. So after 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, uh, I will probably reach out to you the next day, and we can schedule a meeting and we can talk about kind of what it is that you're looking to do and what you're trying to accomplish with your business. And if you have any questions about joining Million Miles Travel Agency, again, we're a boutique agency, we're a small agency. I definitely believe in individual um, in working with agents that want to build their own book of business, want to um, be niche, and they want to really have specialties. That's who I would love to work with. So if you have any questions about joining Million Miles Travel Agency, I would be more than happy to talk to you about what it is that we do, all of the benefits that you get that you may not get in a larger agency, and how we can work together as a team. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. And I look forward to hearing from you. I am more than happy to talk to anyone. So feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Have a great day.